Hi guys! So ayan, welcome back ulit to my YouTube channel. So ang pag-aaral naman natin ngayon for today is on about the hyperbola. So last discussion natin, we have discussed na about the ellipse and also nag-solve tayo ng mga problems regarding the ellipse. Kung paano kunin yung directrix, yung mga ganon. Yung latus rectum, yung length ng latus rectum niya, tapos kung either pahiga ba or yung orientation ng graph natin patayo. So for now naman guys, pag-aaralan naman natin is yung hyperbola. So as definition says, it is a locus of a point daw which moves so that the difference of its distances from two fixed points is constant. So kung makita nyo sa definition natin, parang the same lamang siya sa definition natin dun sa ellipse. The difference lamang dito is, kung mapapansin natin, yung sa ellipse kasi, instead the difference dito, sum yung nakasulat. So dito kasi sa hyperbola, yes, difference. So locus of a point daw which moves so that the difference of its distance from fixed points to fixed points is constant. So parang yung keyword natin dito is the difference. Pag makakita tayo ng problem na may difference yung makita natin yung keyword na difference, automatically yung problem na yun falls on the hyperbola. Para hindi tayo malito sa pagkakaiba ng hyperbola tapos sa ellipse. Now, yung graph ng hyperbola is parang ganito. Parang letter U siya na pinagbaliktad. So, for this case, meron tayong dalawang U or dalawang parabola which is opens to the left and opens to the right. So, dalawang parabola opens to the left and to the right. So, pinagsama siya para siyang hyperbola. So, now, makikita natin kung yung transverse axis natin dito is horizontal ba or vertical. Depende kasi yan sa standard equation ng hyperbola natin. Let's say for example na yung negative natin dito is nandito siya sa y squared. Then therefore, yung transverse axis natin is horizontal. Parang yung orientation ng graph natin dito is pahiga siya. Parang ganito, pahiga. Yung transverse axis nga pala guys, ito yung line na to. Or kung dun sa ellipse, yung transverse axis natin, siya yung parang axis of symmetry. Yung axis of symmetry na, di ba, dinefine natin siya para siyang, line siya na nag-divide sa graph natin into two congruent parts. So yung axis, sige, anyway, madidetermine natin if yung transverse axis natin is horizontal or vertical depending sa equation ng hyperbola natin. Let's say for example, negative yung y squared natin, then therefore, horizontal yung orientation ng graph. Kung x squared naman yung negative, tapos yung orientation natin dito sa graph is para siyang patayo. So for this case, pahiga siya. Therefore, yung transverse axis natin is horizontal. Na kung ganito naman yung pagkakaplot ng parabola natin, patayo siya, then vertical yung transverse axis natin. Transverse axis natin is itong line na to. Now, how about this line? Ang tawag natin dito? Or, how about this line? Ang tawag natin dito is conjugate axis or simply the conjugate. So, meron tayo dito 2A. Yung 2A na to, siya yung transverse axis natin. Ano itong 2A na to? Yung 2A, that is the distance from center to your vertex. So, vertex 1 to vertex 2, that is 2A. Yung distance nila. Pag sinabi natin semi-transverse axis, therefore A lamang siya. From vertex 1 to the center. Pero pag dalawa na sila, 2A, the transverse axis. Now, yung 2B naman natin dito, siya yung tinatawag natin conjugate axis. So, saan naman to? So, ito yung distance from endpoints ng conjugate axis natin. So, ito yung conjugate axis natin. Yung distance ng endpoints ng conjugate axis natin, siya yung 2B natin. Pero, from center to either one of the endpoints ng conjugate axis natin, tawag natin dyan is B, or the semi-conjugate axis. Now, how about the 2C? Yung 2C dito is, ito yung distance from the foci. So, focus 1 to focus 2, yung distance nila is yan yung 2C natin. So parang yung point na to, focus 1 hanggang dito, focus 2. I-add mo yung dalawang distance nila, yan yung tatawagin natin 2C. But from center to focus, C lamang siya. Nakuha. Now, meron din tayo dito tinatawag na Adiseya. So, yung Adiseya natin, introduce ko ito sa inyo nung discussions natin dun pa lamang sa parabola tapos sa ellipse. So, kung mapapansin natin, yung Adiseya natin, that is the directrix is equals to A over E. Yung E natin dito is the eccentricity. Yung Seya naman, A is equals to C over A. So, kung mapapansin natin dito, C is greater than A, then therefore, numerator yung mas malaki kaysa sa denominator, expected that yung eccentricity natin sa hyperbola is always greater than 1. Tapos, meron tayo ditong relationship ng A, tapos ng B, tapos ni C. So, kung dun sa ellipse, A yung pinaka malaki natin dun, sa hyperbola naman kasi, babalik na tayo sa normal na Pythagorean. So, kung aalala nyo pa sa ellipse, yung equation natin dun is meron tayong A squared is equals to B squared plus C squared. So, dito sa hyperbola, back na tayo sa nakasanayan natin Pythagorean, which is C squared is equals to A squared plus B squared. Nakuha. Now, another is, meron tayong latus rectum naman dito sa hyperbola. Yung latus rectum naman na to is, let's say for example, mag-create ako ng line which is perpendicular siya dito sa focus natin. So, from this point to this point, siya yung tinatawag nating latus rectum. So, yung formula natin dito is 2b squared over a. So, yan yun. So, anyway, para mas maunawaan natin itong definitions ng terms na to, so let's try to solve problems on hyperbola. Sige, we have example number 1 here. Let's say, for example, I have equation 4x squared minus y squared is equals to 16. 4x squared minus y squared is equals to 16. Now, yung gagawin natin dito is construct a graph of this equation. So, bakit ko nasabing hyperbola itong equation na to? So, unang-una, titignan natin yung kung sino yung may negative, si x ba or si y. So, kung mapapansin natin dito, since si y yung negative dito, then therefore, yung transverse axis natin dito is horizontal. Meaning, expected natin yung graph ng hyperbola natin dito is pahiga siya. Nakuha. Since y yung negative. Also, kapag y yung negative, make sure na yung denominator natin dito, that is your b. Sige, paano natin siya isa-solve? So, first and foremost, dapat i-convert muna natin siya into standard. So, paano ba siya maging standard? So, dapat yung right side ng equation natin is equals to 1. So, kung mapapansin natin dyan, 16 yung nasa, nandito sa right. So, paano ito magiging 1? So, i-divide natin siya by itself. 16. So, divide natin yan by 16. So, this would become, so ito, 4 divided by 16. So, that is x squared over 4 minus, you have here y squared over 16 is equals to 16 divided 16, that is 1. So, this is now the standard form ng hyperbola natin. Pero, para ma-determine natin dito kung ano yung value ng h tapos k, i-rewrite natin to in such a way na dapat meron tayong x minus h dito squared over yung a squared dyan. Minus y minus k squared over the b squared is equals to 1. I-rewrite natin to in this form. So, paano natin siya i-rewrite? So, yung x squared natin magiging x minus 0 lamang siya raised to 2. Over, yung a natin dito is, a squared natin is 4. So, therefore, magiging 2 squared siya. Nakuha. Minus, tapos yung y squared magiging y minus 0 siya squared over yung b squared natin, which is 16. So, that is 4 raised to 2 is equals to 1. So, therefore, yung center natin dito, HK, that is equals to, yes, 0 tapos 0. Yung H natin 0, yung K natin 0 din. 0, 0. So bakit ito kailangan i-write ito in this form? Para at least mas makita natin na yung center natin HK 0, 0. At the same time, yung A natin tapos yung B, makita natin na 2 at saka 4 siya. Anyway, hindi mo naman kailangan i-write into this form kung alam mo na kaagad dito pa lang. Next is, let's have the A. What is A? A is it 4 or 2? Yes, that is 2. Kasi A squared 2, that is equals to 4. Therefore, yung A natin is 2. Next, B. What is B? That is 4. So, meron tayong A na 2, tapos yung B natin is 4. Therefore, makukuha natin yung C, which is square root siya ng A squared plus B squared. So, Pythagorean lang. Square root ng A squared, that is 4, plus square root ng B squared, that is 16. So, 4 plus 16, so square root of 20. So, square root of 20, that is 2 square root of 5. So that would be the value of your C. So A natin is 2, B is 4, C is 2 square root of 5. So anong next na hahanapin natin dito? So as you can see, meron tayong A. Anong ulit yung A natin dito? Yung A natin, that is the distance from center to one of your vertices. So from this point to this point, that is your A. Meaning, yung distance natin from center, which is 0, 0, is 2. So kung guguhit tayo dito ng graph niya, since alam ko naman yung center ko is 0, which is dapat located siya at the origin, so this point, 0, 0. Tapos, alam ko din, given this equation na yung transverse axis natin is horizontal. Kasi nga, yung y-squared natin dito is negative. So therefore, horizontal, pahiga yung orientation ng graph natin. Parang paganon siya. Nakuha. But then, hindi ko alam kung ano yung coordinates ng vertex ko. So since yung center is 0, 0, tapos distance there from center to either one of your vertices is 2, which is equals to A, equals to 2, and therefore this point is, yes, that's correct. So yung x natin dito, that would be plus 2. So 0 plus 2, that is 2, yung y natin 0. So 2, 0. The other vertex here, that is negative 2, tapos 0. So V1 tapos V2. So let's try to solve here para hindi tayo maano. So, vertices. So number 1, we have here number 2. Paano pa na yung vertices niya? So mag-a-add tayo ng 2 units sa x natin. So 0 plus 2. Dito naman 0 minus 2. Tapos yung y natin, hindi naman siya mag-change. 0 pa din. By the way, nakuha ko itong 0, 0 na to kasi siya yung center natin. Nag-add ako ng 2, tapos nag-subtract ako ng 2 dito kasi yung distance from center to one of the vertices is 2. So kaya yung vertices natin, so meron tayong 2, 0, tapos negative 2, 0, which is this point. Nakuha. Next naman, hanapin naman natin yung foci. Ano yung foci? That is your focus. So distance from center to focus, that is it B or C? Very good, that is C. So distance from center to focus, that is your C. C natin dito is 2 square root of 5. So, again, mag-a-add tayo ng 2 square root of 5 sa x natin. Yung y natin, 0 pa din. So number 2, so we have 0 minus 2 square root of 5. Tapos 0. So yung coordinate ng foci natin, so meron tayong 2 square root of 5, tapos 0, and then negative 2 square root of 5, tapos 0. Ganun. Nakuha. So, these points here, somewhere over here siya. So ito, magiging 2 square root of 5, 0 siya. Tapos, ito naman, magiging negative 2 square root of 5, 0. Itong point na to. By the way, yung focus natin, paragi siyang nasa loob ng graph natin. Next na kailangan natin i-solve, meron tayong center, meron tayong dalawang vertex, dalawang focus. Another one is yung conjugate axis. Conjugate axis natin dito is 2B. So, the endpoints of the conjugate axis natin, that is from C to either one of the conjugate axis, yung distance na is ito. The value of B, 4. So, from center to this point, so dapat 4 yung distance niya. So, kung mapapansin natin dito, yung X natin is the same, tapos yung Y naman natin, dun tayo mag-add ng 4, tapos mag-subtract ng 4. So, lagyan natin dito. Endpoints of conjugate axis. So, number 1. So, 0 yung X natin, tapos yung Y natin, dun tayo mag-add ng 4, tapos mag-subtract ng 4. So, coordinates natin, meron tayong 0, 4, tapos 0, negative 4. So, ito, 0, 4. Ito, 0, and negative 4. Endpoints siya ng conjugate axis natin. Kung i-add natin tong distance natin dito, magiging 8 siya. Kasi that is equals to 2B. So, 2 times 4, that is 8. Now, ano pa yung kulang natin? Meron tayong center, vertices, foci, endpoints ng conjugate axis. Ano pa? Kulang pa tayo ng equation ng transverse axis, tapos equation ng conjugate axis. So, by the way guys, yung equation ng transverse tapos yung conjugate axis, nakadepende lamang yan sa value ng X or yung Y natin. So, kung mapapansin natin dito sa graph natin, yung transverse axis natin is yung line na to. So, ano yung equation ng line na to? So, as you can see, yung equation ng line na yan, Y is equals to 0 lamang siya. Ito ha. So, therefore, erase natin ito. So, we have here transverse axis. Equation ng transverse axis natin. So, kung mapapansin natin dito, yung line na to, ito yung transverse axis natin. Yung equation niya, that is y is equals to 0. At the same time, yung equation naman ng conjugate axis natin, so which is this line, itong line na to, so that is x is equals to 0. Now, ano pa yung kulang natin? So, meron tayong center, vertices, foci, and points ng conjugate. Meron tayong equation ng transverse axis tapos conjugate axis. So, ano pa yung kulang? Kulang pa natin is yung latus rectum. So, let's try to create a line which is perpendicular to your focus, to your transverse axis na dapat magtatouch siya sa focus. Kung gusto natin hanapin yung length ng latus rectum natin, ano yung gagamitin formula natin? So ito, 2b squared over a. At the same time, magamit natin itong idea na to para makuha yung endpoints naman ng latus rectum natin. So, solve natin siya dito. So, latus rectum is equals to b squared over a. Ano yung b natin? Value of your b. Ito. We have 4. 4 squared over yung a. A natin is 2. So, cancel. So, 4 squared is 16. So, therefore, yung length down ng latus rectum natin, so from this point to this point, yung length niya is 16. So, meaning from focus to this point, so either one of the endpoints ng latus rectum natin, distance niya is 8. So, from this point to this point, that is 8. Also, this point to this point, 8. So, 8 plus 8, so that is 16. Now, paano ko naman hanapin yung endpoints niya? So, ganito lang. So, endpoints of latus rectum. So, kung papansin nyo, yung latus rectum natin dyan is dalawa. Tama. Isa yung nasa left side, isa yung nasa right side. So, yung endpoints natin magiging 4 na. So, So let's have it here. 1, 2, 3, tapos 4. Endpoints, paano kukunin natin? So unang-una, dito muna natin kunin yung endpoints natin. So mapapansin nyo, yung focus natin dito, we have negative 2 square root of 5 and 0. Yung point na to. Yung focus natin, negative 2 square root of 5 tapos 0. Tapos kung kukunin natin yung endpoint ng latus rectum, so ano yung mamumove? Yung x bat or yung y? So, yung y yung mamumove. So therefore, copy lang yung value ng x. So dito, negative 2 square root of 5. Tapos, yung y natin mamumove. So 8 units pataas. So magiging positive 8 ito. Nakuha. Tapos ito naman, negative 2 square root of 5. Tapos magiging negative 8 ito. So ito, negative 2 square root of 5. Tapos pataas. So mag-add ka lang ng 8 sa 0. So this point is negative 2 square root of 5 and 8. Ito naman, yung point na to, negative 2 square root of 5 tapos negative 8. How about doon naman sa kabila? So kung mapapansin nyo, yung focus natin is ito, 2 square root of 5 tapos 0. So mag-rate tayo dito ng line perpendicular siya sa transverse axis na mag-touch siya dito sa focus natin. So 8 pa din yung distance natin. So therefore, magiging positive 2 square root of 5 siya. Tapos ito 8. Tapos ito naman, positive 2 square root of 5. Tapos negative 8. So ayan. So itong apat na to, siya yung endpoints ng latus rectum natin dyan. Another thing is, ano pa yung hanapin natin? Oh, wala pa tayong equation ng asymptotes. So, di ba kanina ginuhit ko yung asymptotes? So, paano ko naman kukunin yung equation ng asymptotes? Kasi mag-create ako dito ng line. So, palagi siyang may asymptotes. So, paano kukunin yung asymptotes? Actually, madali lang. Merong technique paano kunin si asymptote. So, let's try to solve it here. Sige. Solving for the asymptotes. Solving for the equation of asymptotes. So, unang-una, kung mag-solve tayo ng equation ng asymptote, copy muna natin yung general equation natin, which is 4x squared minus y squared is equals to 16. So actually, yung turo ko sa inyo, yung pinaka-easiest way na para makuha yung equation ng asymptote. Actually, meron naman tayong formula dito, pero doon tayo sa mas madali. So paano? Step 1, you copy the general equation natin. Tapos, step 2 na gagawin natin, yung nasa right side equation natin or yung constant natin, gawin lamang natin siyang 0. So kung 16 siya dyan, magiging 0 siya. So 4x squared negative y squared is equals to 0. So ganun lang. So kahit ano yung value na dito, yung constant natin, always gagawin 0 natin siya. Tapos, step 3, ano yung gagawin natin? So meron tayo dito 4x squared minus y squared. So gawin natin tong difference of two squares. So kung naaalala niyo yung topic natin dun sa grade 8 at yun, or sa grade 7, I don't know. So meron kayo dun special products, di ba? Difference of two squares. So meron tayong 4x squared tapos negative y squared. So para tayo magkaroon ng difference of two squares, kunin ko lang yung square root ng 4. Tama, which is 2. Tapos yung x squared, that is x. I-square natin siya. So 2x tapos square. So 2 raised to 2, that is 4. X times x is squared. So 2x raised to 2 is the same as 4x squared. Ito ha. Minus y tapos squared is equals to 0. So y raised to 2 is the same as y squared. So bakit ko siya ginawang ganito? Para makakuha ko ng sum and difference of two terms. Kasi yun yung magiging equation ng asymptotes po. Ganun lang naman yung purpose kung bakit po kinuha yung difference ng 2 squares. Nakuha. So, as you can see, meron tayo dito difference ng 2 squares. So, step 4 naman natin dito is kunin ko yung sum and difference of 2 terms. So, meron ako dito 2x minus y. Tapos, factor niya 2x plus y. You can see, meron tayo dito sum and difference ng 2 terms, which is siya yung factor ng difference of 2 squares is equals to 0. So, step 5 natin dito, equate natin itong dalawang factor na to into 0. Then, ito na yung magiging equation ng asymptotes natin. So, 2x minus y equals to 0. 2x plus y equals to 0. So, negative y is equals to ito, transpose. Negative 2x divided by negative 1. Y is equals to 2x. Dito naman, y is equals to, transpose man negative 2x. So, yung equation ng asymptote natin is y is equals to 2x and then y is equals to negative 2x. So, yung equation ng line na to, ayun, y is equals to 2x tapos y is equals to negative 2x. Sir, question, yung isa positive, yung isa negative. So, sino sa kanilang dalawa yung negative tapos positive? So, kung pupansin natin, if yung slope natin dito is negative, expected, yung graph natin dito is decreasing. Tama. So, y is equals to negative 2x. So, sino sa kanilang dalawa yung decreasing? So, ito. So, yung graph, yung equation ng line na ito is y is equals to negative 2x. Since yung slope natin is negative, yung graph natin is decreasing. The other one, meron tayo dito equation ng line na yan, y is equals to 2x. Positive yung slope, increasing yung graph natin dyan. Okay. So, ano pa ba yung kulang? May kulang pa ba? So, ayan. So, ayun lang. So, meron tayong center, vertices, foci, and points ng conjugate natin. Also, kinuha natin yung equation ng line ng transverse axis tapos yung conjugate axis. Also, sinolve natin yung length ng latus rectum tapos kinuha natin yung endpoints ng mga latus rectum natin. Tapos, sinolve natin yung equation ng line ng asymptotes. So, yun lamang guys. So, I hope may natutunan kayo sa discussion natin sa hyperbola. Thank you.